guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over the Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty sale. Yes, it is that time of year again, and to kind of spice things up, we're going to make a little bit of a game out of this video today. We're going to play a round of red light, green light. I'm going to talk to you guys about my red light items, the things that I would not recommend, that did not work for me, and then of course my green light items. These are the things that I have tried out and recommend, or things that I maybe have not tried out but I have my eye on. Should be a lot of fun. I hope that you guys are excited about it as well. Before we jump in, I want to welcome any of you that are new to my channel. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please be sure to subscribe before you leave and make sure your notifications are turned on if you would like to be notified every time I upload a new video. And with that said, let's get into it. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Let's kick it off with the red light items. I have 5 of them, and the first one is a mascara. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, I need to say a couple things about this mascara. It is on sale on Saturday, March 20th for 50% off at $13. That is a fantastic price for this mascara. I have tried this one out. If you watched my recent empties video, I did just declutter a full bottle of this one. I do like this mascara. I think it is pretty good, and at $13, I think it's much better than at $26, obviously. And I know that this is a lot of people's holy grail mascara. In fact, I was looking at page 1 of the pamphlet, and right there by the Too Faced mascara it says #1 prestige mascara, so obviously I might be in the minority here. The biggest reason I'm putting it on my red light list is I do think there are a lot of good drugstore options for this type of mascara. Namely, I'm talking about the L'Oreal mascaras. There are quite a few L'Oreal mascaras that remind me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The original L'Oreal Voluminous reminds me a lot of this one. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise reminds me a lot of the Too Faced mascara. They have similar brushes, similar formulas. I do think that the Too Faced mascara has much better packaging. If you like something that feels less lightweight and plasticky and a little bit more weighty and high-end, this definitely is going to feel that way. It does feel much more high-end. And I also want to mention, at $13, that's not a far stretch from the price of a L'Oreal mascara. So again, if you are someone that is into that mascara, I think this would probably be a really good option for you. It's just not a mascara that I personally love. And on a much more practical note, I have a lot of mascaras open right now that I'm working my way through. And if I was going to stock up on a backup mascara, it would have to be one of my 2 favorite high-end mascaras, which if you don't know are the It Cosmetics Superhero and the Thrive Cosmetics, which they don't even sell at Ulta. But that's just my opinion. This is a fantastic deal. It's just not a mascara that I personally am looking to pick up myself. Next red light item is going to be a brow product. This one is on week 2. This is on Friday, March 26th. They have at half price the Benefit Gimme Brow. I believe I picked this tube up possibly in the last Ulta Beauty sale. I'm pretty sure I got this at half price during one of the 21 Days of Beauty sales. And I'm going to say again, I don't think this is a bad product. And there's a very similar story with this brow gel as there was with the mascara. I just think there are a lot of good, more affordable options at the drugstore, even at the discounted price. I think the e.l.f. Wow Brow is a fantastic dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. They're very similar in what they do for my brows. They both do a really good job of holding my brows in place, of kind of shaping them and filling them in a little bit and giving them a little bit of color. But even at 50% off, this little tube of brow gel is $12, and the e.l.f. one with no cell attached to it is only $4, I believe. So if you can find the right shade in the e.l.f. one, I think it's every bit as good. I do believe that the Gimme Brow might have a better shade range, so if you have a harder time finding a shade that works for you in a drugstore option, because I know sometimes their shade ranges are not quite as good, this might be a better alternative for you. I use the shade #3, which I will be honest is a little bit dark on my brows if I'm using it in combination with a brow pencil, but I usually like to use tinted brow gels on their own. When I'm not using anything else to fill in my brows, I just want something to quickly do my brows, I'll go for a tinted brow gel. Today I'm actually wearing the e.l.f. version of this brow gel along with something else that we'll get to in a minute. But I again feel like I'm kind of in the minority. I know there are a lot of people that this is kind of their holy grail, and I think there are a lot of products in the Ulta Beauty sale that I feel like a lot of people consider their holy grails, which is probably why they go on sale so frequently. But for me, even though I do have this and I use it, I just think if I had to spend the money again, I'd just go with one of the affordable options out there like the e.l.f. or the ColourPop. Moving on to a primer. I probably should have mentioned this one first because this one is actually on sale today, but good thing is it's on my red light list. And that primer is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the original silicone-based primer. I did have a sample size of this primer. I think I have decluttered it since. I don't even think I used it all the way up. It is a very, very slippery silicone feeling primer. I don't like primers like that. Generally speaking, I like a primer that's a little bit more moisturizing. The only primer that I do like that has a little bit more more of that silicone feel is the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer, because that one's a little bit more gel-like and has a little bit of a moisturizing effect. I'm just not a big fan of this primer. I know there are probably a lot of you out there that are. Keep in mind, I do have more mature skin, I have dry skin. If I'm going to use a primer, I want something that's going to give me some added hydration, and this one it's not one of those primers. It's definitely, I would say, it's probably something more suited for those that might have more oily skin. Let me know if you guys have tried out this primer. Let me know if you love it. Let me know what it is about this primer that you love and what skin type you have, because I know this primer's been around for a while. I know there's a lot of people that love it. I just personally did not like it for my skin. It just didn't work for me very well. Next on my red light list is a skincare product. This is a moisturizer from the brand Elemis. This is on sale on Thursday, March 18th. It's the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I do own this moisturizer. I got it in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. Honestly, it's probably been over a year. I should probably get rid of it now. It is quite pricey. Even at 50% off, it's still $44.50. And I just was not wild about this moisturizer. First off, it's very, very heavily scented. Now, I am not someone that has sensitive skin. I don't mind scented products on my skin, but when they're really, really strong, especially in a skincare product as opposed to a makeup product, I tend to shy away from those and go for something a little bit more simple. I'm pretty traditional when it comes to moisturizer. I love the CeraVe, is probably my very favorite. I also like the Cetaphil moisturizer. I don't find that my skin needs much more than that, and on days when it does, I usually like to go with just a hydrating primer like the Ofra one that I've been loving, or the Garnier one, the Catrice one, or the Milani Soft Focus Glow. Those are all really good hydrating primers. Now, this has a lot to do with personal preference. I'm sure there are good skincare ingredients inside of this moisturizer that make it more than just a moisturizer. But I typically like to use serums to get my good ingredients onto my skin, and then I'll top everything off with a moisturizer both at nighttime and in the morning. That's just kind of how my routine goes. So I don't feel the need to spend $45 or, for heaven's sake, $89 on a moisturizer when I have one from the drugstore for $10 that gets the job done. Okay, we are down to the last product on my red light list. Now, you might consider this cheating because I haven't actually personally tried this product out myself, but I have an alternative that's much more affordable that we'll talk about in a sec when we get to my green light list. But the one that I'm talking about is the ABH Brow Wiz. Probably of any product out there, this is one that I hear the most people stock up on during the 21 Days of Beauty sales. I'm pretty sure this brow pencil goes on sale every 6 months and people depend upon it. But you guys, I have such a good brow pencil that if you're new to my channel, you probably haven't heard me talk about it before. If you've been here for even a few months, you probably have. And that is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This pencil I tried out on one of your recommendations over a year ago. I have been in love with it ever since. It is so, so, so good. And fortunately, during the 21 Days of Beauty sale, during week 3, this brow pencil will be on sale for half off, making it $5, which is a fantastic steal. The ABH pencil, even on sale at half price, is $11.50, and I just cannot imagine that that brow pencil is any better than this one right here. This is so good. It's the perfect consistency. It has a fantastic spoolie on it. The color that I use, which is the shade Ash Taupe, is so, so perfect for me, and I do have a pretty good shade range as well. There's the color I use right there. Forgive all the scarring on my hands. Seriously, Mandy, when are you going to learn to use an oven mitt? So I'm telling you guys, if week 3 rolls around, the ABH brow pencil goes on sale on Saturday. I think this is the last day of the sale, Saturday, April 3rd, and I am positive this brow pencil will go out of stock very quickly. It's on sale for $11.50. Rather than spend $50 stocking up on 4 of those pencils, take my word for it, spend $20 stocking up on the Ulta Beauty one. Trust me, you guys, you will be so impressed with this brow pencil. It is fantastic. It doesn't dry out, it doesn't break, the spoolie never breaks. All the little issues that I typically have with affordable or drugstore brow pencils, none of those have ever happened with this pencil right here. It is so amazing. The next thing on my green light list is another recommendation that I have for you guys, and it is on Thursday, March 25th. It is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is a very unique concealer. I would imagine there are a lot of people out there that might not like this concealer, especially initially, because it's a very, very thick, high coverage, tacky concealer. I know all of those things sound very unappealing, but especially if you have more mature skin, if you have very dry, kind of crepey under eyes, maybe you have a lot of pigmentation under your eyes. I do get quite a few pigmentation marks here under my eyes, especially in the summertime. They are very difficult to cover up, and I don't like putting too many layers of concealer underneath my eyes. This is a very high coverage concealer, but it's very hydrating and flexible in a way. This concealer, when I first tried it, and when I feel the texture of this, I would assume this is a very cakey concealer that would crease very easily, but somehow it doesn't. Especially once you fine tune and figure out the right amount to use, and I definitely recommend using your finger with this concealer. It is so, so good. It is the concealer that I'm wearing on my face today. I mean, I don't know that you can really tell, but I have had it on for over an hour now, and there is no creasing whatsoever underneath my eyes. I put a decent amount under my eyes today. This is such an amazing concealer. It's hydrating, it's very, very high coverage without it being heavy or cakey or drying at all. So I have two shades of this concealer. Initially I got the shade 11 Light Nude. This one is much too light for me on its own, so I ended up going back and buying another one in the shade Medium Honey, which is a little bit too dark for me. So whenever I use this, I do have to combine these, but they do have a pretty good shade range now. I think a couple of years ago when I first tried this out, I actually had a deluxe sample size of it. I believe they only had 3 shades, maybe 4, but I think their shade range has expanded a little bit. So this is such a great concealer, especially if you have mature skin, if you need coverage, but you need something that's not going to settle or dry out your under eye area and make it look really dry and liney. This is a really, really good one. Continuing on with the green light items, now we have the things that I am interested in trying that I have not actually tried out myself. The first one from the sale is on week 2, Sunday, March 21st. The Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Cream is on sale. Believe it or not, you guys, I have never owned a Buxom lip gloss. I feel like that is blasphemous as a beauty YouTuber. I've tried it out before because my sister had it in her car one time and she let me try it and I did really like it. I've got to be honest and say the biggest reason I feel like I should try this out is the fact that it has been around and raved about for so long and I've never actually owned one. There's just that part of me that's like, I love my NYX Butter Gloss. I love my Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Do I really need to spend... I mean, it's only 10 bucks. The Lifter Gloss is 8 or 9, so I should probably just do it. We'll see. This may or may not come home with me. I'm pretty sure this has been on my list before. I go back and forth on talking myself in and out of this one. It's on my list for now. Let me know if you have strong feelings one way or the other, but I'm going to leave it on my list for now. I think this might be the year that I try out the Buxom lip gloss. The next one that I have some interest in trying is the next day on Monday, March 22nd. This is during week 2, and it is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. This is on sale for $18. I've sort of had my eye on this. It's been on kind of a soft wish list for a while. I believe this foundation came out last year, possibly the year before, and I've heard mixed things. Overall, I feel like a lot of people have really loved it, but I've heard a couple of people say they did not love it quite so much. It does seem like the people that tend to love it are the ones that like a little bit more high coverage foundation, and that's not actually me. I usually like something kind of more medium coverage, so there's a possibility that this one might be a little bit heavy for my liking. If you guys have tried it out, please let me know. What is the finish like? If it's a matte finish, I think I'll probably shy away from it, but I will be honest, the fact that it's long wearing, or at least is advertised as long wearing, makes me more likely to want to try it right now. We're still wearing the masks as summer approaches. I'm looking for something a little bit more long wearing. This might be a good option, and at $18, that's a pretty good price. That's almost drugstore price for a foundation. So that is one I have my eye on, but if you guys have any feedback to leave for me, I would love it. Let me know down below. So that is it for the sale items that are on my green light list, but there were 2 things that I noticed in the flyer here that are new releases that I am actually quite interested in, even though these are not on sale. First off, Tarte has a new Shape Tape. It is called their Ultra Creamy Concealer. I have the original Tarte Shape Tape. I use it mostly as an eyeshadow primer. It is much too drying for my under eye area, and I never liked it for my under eye area, but I'm curious about this one. It does say that it's much more hydrating, which has piqued my interest. I'm curious to see if Tarte, who I think started the concealer craze, don't you guys feel like Tarte Shape Tape came out and then every company was trying to reinvent the wheel or make the best concealer? And I have to thank them for that, because I have found, since Shape Tape came out, I have found a ton of fantastic concealers, both at the drugstore and high-end. So this one has me curious. It is $27, which I know that's kind of pricey. I mean, it's Tarte, it's new. I knew this wasn't going to be on sale. I might hold off for a while on this one because it's not on sale and kind of see what some other reviewers have to say. Not to mention my concealer drawer after a declutter is already filling up, and I still haven't tried out the Kosas one, which I have at the top of my wish list still. So we'll see. Tarte one might be a while, but let me know if you guys are curious about this one as well. And the last green light item that I have is from the brand Revolution. Is it Revolution Beauty? I think it's a... I'm so confused with what Makeup Revolution has done with the name of their brand. It is so confusing to me. Revolution, if that is what they are called, has come out with a soap brow. It is only $8. Again, this one is not on sale. I am very curious about this one. I know that Patrick Ta came out a while ago with some version of a soap type brow that I was very, very curious about. I never actually tried it out, or at least I haven't yet. But there's something about a wax or a soap brow that really has piqued my interest. I'm really kind of going through this phase of, like, I don't want to say perfecting how I do my brows. I am by no means perfect at doing my brows, but I'm learning new methods to help me get the brows that I dream of. And I really want to try out a version of a soap brow. Now, Some of you might say if this is just basically a tiny little bar of soap inside cute packaging, maybe it's not worth the $8. Maybe I could just go buy a bar of clear soap and use a spoolie and do my own version of a soap brow. But there's something about this that has really piqued my interest, and $8 it's not that bad of a price. Even if it is just a bar of simple soap inside a cute package, it might be worth it to me. So let me know if you guys are interested in that one. Let me know if you guys would like to see me try out the Revolution version of the soap brow, because I am very curious. Hey guys, sorry for the change of outfit. I thought I was done. I was actually in the process of editing this video. Looked on Ulta's website and discovered a couple more things that I did not see in my flyer, and I definitely wanted to mention them. The first and perhaps most exciting one is this Saturday on March 20th, they have on sale select eyeshadow palettes from Nobla Cosmetics. I've mentioned before that I have a very strong interest in picking up a couple of their palettes. Specifically, I think it's the Secret palette and perhaps, is it the Garden palette? I kind of get them mixed up, but it's the white one and the black one that they have. These look so pretty. I am super excited to hopefully get them at a discounted price. I don't know if I'll get them both. We'll see when Saturday rolls around. We're actually going to be out of town this Saturday, but you'd best believe I'm waking up early in the morning and getting online and seeing if I can snag these before they are out of stock. I think these palettes full price are around $39, so they will be on sale for $19.50, which is such a great deal, and I am super excited about that. And then one more deal that I am very excited about that I would say maybe is more of a recommendation. I may end up picking up one of these myself. I don't know. I can only do so much. I don't like to go crazy with the Ulta Beauty sale. But that is on Tuesday, March 30th, which is during the third week of the sale. Online only, they have for 50% off the Nude Sticks, Nudies Matte Blush and Bronze Sticks. You guys might know how much I love their bronzer or blush stick in the shade Sunkissed. It's one of my very favorite cream blushes. I love the formula of those. They last really well on me. I love the color Sunkissed. It's a very unique color from them. It is the only Nude Sticks product that I have, so I may consider picking up another one of these. These are normally $34, so even at 50% off, they're still $17, which as much as I want to try one of these out, I'm not 100% sure that I will, because I have so many blush products, including a cart full of blush products in my Yes Style cart that I am planning to finish up my order in the next day or two and get some of those. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to go for this one, but if you have wanted to try out a Nude Sticks blush stick or bronzer, now's the time to do it, I would say. And with that, that is it for all of the things that piqued my interest from the Ulta Beauty sale. Things that I'm interested in, the things that I am not, or that I wouldn't recommend. But hopefully my thoughts and recommendations helped you guys out. I would love to know what you guys are interested in picking up yourselves. Or if you have any feedback or opinions on the things that I am interested in, let me know down below. Hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you are still with me, I want to remind you one more time to hit that subscribe button before you leave. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks again. I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Well, that was fun. Just got 9 minutes into the filming of this video and realized my mic was not turned on. Glad that I discovered that after 9 minutes instead of 30. And maybe a thing of oranges. You know, get the halos, not the cuties, the halos, the light blue ones.
Kiwis and halos.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Great. Say bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
Okay. Oh, you put your blush on. That's beautiful. That's your favorite one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty on you.
I like the dark one.
Yeah? Which one was your favorite?
What is this called?
It's called Lovely Cookie Blush and Fortune Cookie.